Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video, we'll be taking a look at Magcargo in the Great League Remix Cup. With the start of Season 10, Magcargo got access to two new moves, Incinerate and Rock Tomb, and Incinerate especially is a big buff as it gives it significantly better energy generation. Where Magcargo shines is in the Remix Cup, where bulky water types like Azu and Jellicent are banned. While I'm not 100% sold on the team that I used with it, I did really feel that Magcargo shined and is definitely worth an investment. So without further ado, let's hop into the matches and check out Magcargo in action. Terrible lead Poliwrath into Noctowl, we are going to save switch into our Shadow Charizard. And as you can see, like with most teams we run on this channel, we're running it ABB style. So we have two fire types in the back, and the goal being to bait out their best response to a fire type, so then Magcargo can sweep in the back. They bring in Skuntank, and the threat of a Blast Burn, we're able to get a shield, and now we're going to be able to take them out or force the second shield. And that's the goal here, is we're able to force a shield advantage, which is very nice. And now we'll bring back in Poliwrath to soak up the damage from the Skuntank. Skuntank, it looks like they're running Crunch and Flamethrower, so they only have resisted charge moves. So honestly, we can tank a second one here. They do get the defense drop though, which is unfortunate. Those poison jabs are really starting to add up, and I'm going to be going for the Scald to take them out. And then we're going to be bringing in Magcargo right away. We bring in Magcargo. What do they have in back? And they have Shiftry. So the rest of their team is so weak to Magcargo. I don't want to debuff my attack, so we're going for the Rock Tomb to debuff their attack. And now, I'm going to shield up the foul play. We are going to Incinerate down. Back in comes the Noctowl. And with shields down, we can go straight for the Overheat. Overheat, taking out the Noctowl. And that is a good game. Alright, hopping into the next match, we have Poliwrath into Froslass. Another lead that isn't the best for us, so I am going to be save switching into the Shadow Charizard. Froslass does stay in, they will be able to force a shield with the Avalanche. Again, Shadow Charizard is very frail, but outputs a ton of damage, and now they bring in Greedent. Going straight for the Blast Burn, no baits here, but unfortunately they do respect it. I believe we should be able to survive a Body Slam here. Body Slam comes through, we do live it, and we're able to get to the Blast Burn. This will be doing huge damage or forcing the last shield. Blast Burn comes through, that takes out the Greedent, and they have Shadow Kanto Ninetales in the back. And from here, this should be a very straightforward game, as we get to align our Poliwrath with their Fire type and their Ice type onto our Magcargo. So again, we were able to bait out what should have been their best response to a fire type, but we were able to flip switch, and now Magcargo is here to absolutely shred Froslass in the back. So again, Magcargo, it is a fire and rock type, so it does take double super effective damage from water, but if you're able to get their best fire type counter out of the way, then Magcargo can absolutely dominate. Another lost lead means we are going to have to save switch into the Charizard, and this time we're met with Unova Stunfisk. We're going straight for the Blast Burn, and the threat of that Shadow Blast Burn is actually able to get us a shield. So not only have we baited out their ground type, so that way Magcargo won't have to see it, but we have a shield advantage, and shield advantage Magcargo in the endgame is incredibly deadly. Discharge does do a lot to us, but we should be able to reach the Scald, and Scald will be taking them out from this health, as it does hit for super effective damage. They'll bring back in the Noctowl, we go instantly into Magcargo, and they have a Lowland Marowak in the back, and now we are going straight for the Rock Tomb. They may have Bone Club, which does hit us for double super effective damage, but thanks to the Rock Tomb, we're actually able to debuff them. I'm actually going to shield up here because I should be able to debuff them again. They end up throwing the Shadow Bone, and we're going for the second Rock Tomb. And if they decide to shield, they're going to be double debuffed, so they decide to let it go, and they're trusting in Noctowl. I'm trying to get to the Rock Tomb. Unfortunately, we can't quite get there. They're probably baiting me here, but it's still worth the shield just in case, because again, with Rock Tomb, I'm going to be able to lower their attack. The Shadow Ball wouldn't even KO non-debuffed, but now we have debuffed it, so it's especially not going to KO. So we're in a really comfortable position. Shadow Ball, that's just fine, and we get to go for the Overheat. Overheat is an incredible finishing move. We dispatch the Noctowl, and that is a good game. Hopping in the next match, Poliwrath into Drifblim. The bad leads will not stop. We save switch into the Shadow Charizard, and we're met with a Whiscash. Now, Whiscash is not your prototypical Charizard answer. They can hit for single resisted with the Mud Bomb, and Shadow Charizard is very, very glassy. But honestly, we do survive 2 Mud Bombs, so we can apply a lot of pressure onto the Whiscash here. They're going for the second Mud Bomb. That does not KO, and Mud Shot does not do a lot of damage. And we're going to be going for another Blast Burn to see if they want to go down 2 shields. They decide against it, and here I realize I can win switch. They're not going to be able to Mud Shot me down, so I'm going to commit the shield, and we are going to make the play. We win switch, and we have a Dragon Claw loaded to throw at the Drifblim, because any chip damage is helpful. We're able to get some chip, we go down, and now it's all up to Magcargo. I am going to let the first one through. It is the Icy Wind bait. So a good no shield by us. We are going to slightly overfarm, and we're going to be going for the Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb, of course, will hit them for super effective. They commit the shield and lower the attack, which is very, very nice. Now, things could get a little tough. I'm going to shield up. It is the Shadow Ball, so good shield. We're going to try and farm down, but they reach another move. They're debuffed. The question is, does this Shadow Ball KO? It does not. We live on very low health. What is in back end? It's Obamasnow. Magcargo goes for the overheat. An entire family of Obamasnow get vaporized. And that is a good game. All right, hopping in the next match. We have Poliwrath into Politoed. So we have the Poly of the future versus the Poly of the past. I overfarm by 1 so they can't catch, but they still catch. That is tragic. They catch the Dynamic Punch onto Hypno, and now I'm going to bring in Magcargo. The reason why I'm bringing in Magcargo here is Magcargo has a lot more bulk, so it can tank the confusions from Hypno a lot better than Shadow Charizard, whereas in the 2-shield, Hypno can actually confusion through the Shadow Charizard. We're farming up here with Magcargo. We should be able to survive this next move because we were able to debuff them with the Rock Tomb, just the Thunder Punch, and now we're going for the kill shot with the Overheat. Overheat coming through, takes out the Magcargo. Unfortunately, Politoed will be able to get a lot of farm, but we do have a shield advantage. We are going to bring in the Poliwrath and basically dare them to Earthquake me. They go for the Weather Ball. That's something I noticed is a lot of Politoads appear to be running Blizzard in this meta, as they actually go for the Blizzard there. You know what? I am not about to get caught again. We are throwing directly as soon as we get it. Dynamic Punch does do a nice chunk of damage, and here I'm actually going to trust in Shadow Charizard with the shield advantage. We are going to let that go, aggressive swap into the Charizard, and we are going to try and Fire Spin down a Water type, because this will allow us to get a big energy advantage, and Shadow Charizard with an energy advantage is incredibly deadly. We are again going to shield this up. Weather Ball would be doing massive damage. Charizard able to farm down what is in the back, and it's Drapion. Now we are going straight for the Blast Burn, no baiting here. The Blast Burn lands, does huge damage. Charizard makes them pay dearly for calling the bait, and that is a good game. All right, next match we have Poliwrath into Pelipper. Now you may have been watching these battles going, HomeSlice, aren't you very weak to Pelipper? Yes. When I built this team, PV Poke was down and I thought Pelipper was banned. So I was like, you know what? I have a perfect team here. There's no weaknesses. Yeah, so that's part of why at the beginning, if you noticed, I mentioned, hey, I don't necessarily recommend this team. If you see a Pelipper, you will almost assuredly lose. So that's why this team was a lot of fun. I went positive with the team, but I wouldn't recommend it because a Pelipper is basically an auto lose con. We had to stay in, do as much damage as we can, trying to farm with the Charizard, but they have Unova Fisk in the back, and I'm just not seeing a way that we're going to be able to escape this, as Unova Fisk and Pelipper are 2 very big core breakers for this team. I am going to let that go. It is the Discharge, and we are going to bring in Magcargo, and I think even if I'm able to catch, this is still going to be very, very tough to deal with. We shield up the Mud Bomb. Hopefully, I can successfully bait with the Rock Tomb and at least lower the amount of damage they're going to be doing to me. So we're going for the Rock Tomb. We get the shield. We're throwing one more, and we're able to catch onto the Poliwrath. Okay, that is big. We're able to catch onto the Poliwrath. It's the Mud Bomb. Now the question is, can we get there? And they have Drapion in the back, and I could have gone for the Overheat, but I didn't want to lower my attack. I went for the Rock Tomb. Probably a mistake on my part. I probably should have gone for the Overheat and attempted to Incinerate down. That may have been the win con, but unfortunately at the time, I did not see it. Here, I'm thinking, you know what, I have to try and Incinerate down, but they got the defense drop, so they're able to take me out, and that's a good game. So yeah, there are a few things, like Dragons, very tough for this team, and Pelipper. Very, very tough. All right, hopping into the next match, the opponent save switches into Primeape. I'm actually going to stay in here because most Primeapes are running Night Slash and Ice Punch, so I don't have to shield either one. We're going to be going for the Dynamic Punch to get a shield, and now with shield advantage, Shadow Charizard should be in a really good position. They decide not to throw, so I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw here. Dragon Claw does get the shield, which is very nice, and now shield's down. If we can farm down here, then there are very few things in the game that comfortably take a Blast Burn from Shadow Charizard, so we should be in a pretty good spot. Let's see what they decide to bring in. They bring in Drapion, and Drapion is going to feel the wrath of Shadow Charizard. Shadow Charizard almost one-shotting. They have Greedent in the back, and we are going to farm up to force them to throw energy, and then we can just bring in Magcargo, and there's not anything they can do. In comes the Magcargo, and the instant resignation from the opponent. Good game. All right, hopping into the next match. We have Poliwrath into Dugong. Actually not losing a lead. That's kind of nice. Dugong, since it's a debuffer, will almost assuredly shield the first one, but I am still going to be going for the Dynamic Punch. Dynamic Punch does get the shield. The nice thing here is the Icy Winds do not do a whole lot. So we're able to get a shield, and now we bring in Shadow Charizard. And we're able to get the Fire Spin through as they throw the Icy Wind. And since we have shield advantage, we're able to get a pretty big energy lead. I'm over farming, and right before they reach another Icy Wind, we're going for the kill shot with Blast Burn. Even debuffed, Shadow Blast Burn hits like a truck, and we're able to take them out. In comes Hypno, and we're debuffed, but again, we're going for the Blast Burn, and even debuffed, Blast Burn still does get the shield. People really have to respect the damage, and now we come in with Magcargo, because you know what? We don't just have one heavy-hitting fire move, we have two. It is about to be Overheat time. They try and catch onto Surfetched. We hold onto the energy, and we are going to have to shield here. Now, Dynamic Punch does do slightly more than Scald, so I am going to overfarm slightly, and I believe at this health range, I should be able to reach a Scald versus the Hypno. Hypno comes in, they're farming, and we're able to reach the Scald. This will for sure put it into Overheat range, and Magcargo wins CMP, so even if they have a move, we are going to have that Overheat loaded. Overheat will be taking out the Shadow Hypno, and that is a good game. And to be fair, the Overheat might have even taken out without the Scald, but again, these were some of my first games with Magcargo, so I wasn't 100% sure. All right, hopping into the final match, and we have a Toxicroak on the lead. Now, Toxicroak would be absolutely terrible for my Magcargo to see, so I have to stay in here. We're able to get the shield. They build up a lot of energy, and I'm going to call the bait. We're going to call the Mud Bomb. Unfortunately, they Sludge Bomb me, and they're able to counter down. Now I'm going to bring in the Shadow Charizard and hopefully commit to the farm down. We do have a shield advantage. I am going to shield up. It is the Sludge Bomb, and since it's the Sludge Bomb, I should safely be able to farm down. And again, Shadow Charizard has a massive energy lead, and there's not a whole lot that wants to see Charizard with this much energy. Snorlax forced to shield. We're able to get to another one here. They should be very close to a move. Blast Burn almost takes them out. We switch and we catch the move onto Magcargo. Let's go. It is just the body slam that is resisted. In comes Froslass, and the opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. So all in all, I had a blast running Magcargo. Due to its typing, as I mentioned, rock and fire, you have to keep ground types and water types away from it. But oh my goodness, this thing is an absolute beast in the Remix Cup, and I highly recommend building one. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.